Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where we learn Power Platform one step at a time. Today I'm excited to share that we'll be releasing second episode of Basics of Power App series where we will be learning what are solutions, how we can create them, publishers. So we build a strong foundation for our library management system, which will be the end result of this series. So let's get started.
Alright, so we are in our favorite portal, make.powerapps.com, and this is the second episode of Basics of Power Apps course. And today we will be looking how we can create the very first step or the solution where we will be creating our Power App, our tables, our Power Automate flow, and everything. So before we get on with anything, just like I mentioned in my previous video of this series, that the very first step is to create the solution. So looking into what a solution is, what are the different things we need to be careful while creating a solution, and why it is so important to create a solution first. So let's quickly click on new solution. So you can see I'll talk you through the UI as well, and each option, what it means, and how you can use these. Right, so we will be naming our solution just as our Power Apps. So basically, library management. Right, so that's our solution name. See this publisher, very important, very crucial as well, and often people just overlook the publisher and the importance of it. So what is a publisher? Publisher is nothing. So whenever we work with Power Platform components, especially with database tables, and when we create the solution first, then this publisher basically s- lets us create the unique internal name or unique logical name of our components. So you can see this, I'm choosing the default publisher right now, and you can see the CR81C30, that will be the prefix for all our components inside this solution, which I'll show you down the line. But just so be aware, just so everyone is aware about what publisher is. Publisher is a logical entity which allows you to create a unique naming convention for your components of the solution, and you can create your own publisher as well, but be very careful. So this prefix, it has to be unique. It can't be as common as let's say initials of library management, which is LM. Now LM underscore can be anything. So if I create like a library management publisher itself, I'll give the same name here as well, and description is fine, but this is very important. So you can see preview of your object name. This is what a publisher do, right? So whatever prefix you are giving, it will embed that prefix to whatever object name you are creating. It can be a table, it can be a Power App, it can be a Power Automate flow, anything. So that's how it look like. Now if you are not careful, then you will end up creating ambiguous name for your object. So if you're creating object as a table, and the difference between your object, which is let's say a table to capture transactions, is completely different to capture your accounts table transaction. And if you're not careful, then LM, you will end up creating ambiguous internal name, which is very bad, because it won't let you create with this it won't let you create any table with the same prefix with the same internal name again. So you can use new publisher, but be very careful and always try to give alphanumeric prefix, and also be aware of that 8 character is the limit for your prefix. So whatever alphanumeric you are giving, make sure that it is maximum 8 characters. It won't allow you to add 8 characters. You can see 2 to 8 characters long. So be very careful with the new publisher, but that was a publisher, and what it is used for. right? Then under more options, you have like installed on, configuration page, a description, and package type unmanaged. I will cover unmanaged, managed solution, and unmanaged, managed layers in down the line videos. But here you can see that's what we are doing. The very first step is creating a solution. We talked about publisher version. We won't don't check this because by default preferred solution should be a default one. So yeah, we are done with this publisher. Let's hit create, and that would create our solution where we will be creating our objects, our power app tables, and everything. So once your solution is created, I'll take you through the UI of inside of the solution. Perfect. So you can see on your left hand side, you have a navigation bar of overview, object history, pipeline, source control. Source control is very new. Probably 6 months ago, this feature got released. Overview. Um, yeah, you can see what all the solution is containing, like the type of the solution, name of the solution, what publisher it is using, when this was created on, any new version, or what is the latest version of this solution, solution checker details, and data was search, and all these things. And you will see items here. So if you want to create anything, let me go back to overview once. Yeah, so you can see all these options under the overview, which will be different once you go to objects page. So overview, all these options are there. So publish all customizations. If you are doing any customization, you can export your solution, manage index. You can clone your solution as well, translations as well. And if your solution has any dependencies, and delete is just delete. So that these are all the options, but for beginners you won't be using any of those, but it's good to know that these options are available. So when you are more comfortable working with solutions, you can explore these options and what each of these will mean. So now we are in objects. This is where our main work will happen. So under objects, you see your top navigation bar. You have new, add existing, publish all customization, and switch to classic. Switch to classic, like 90s UI, which I don't like. But yeah, the main thing we will be using is new and then add existing. So as the name suggests, if you are trying to create a new power app, right, you can just go to new app and select your canvas app, model driven app, or a power page website. But if you accidentally created your tables or your power app outside of the solution, then add existing you can use to add those existing tables and power apps into your solution. So we will just do new canvas app. We'll name our application library management system. And so the format is tablet. That means like it will be a screen. So you see these two screens here. So the background screen one where the plus and the paintbrush icon is there, that's your tablet screen. That means it will be available as a web application whenever you are trying to open on your laptop. And if your phone one will just be this one, the small one, just like our mobile applications. We'll go with tablet because we can always create a responsive application and it will work in both the layouts, that is tablet and phone. So we have given our app name. Let's hit create and it will do its magic, create a power app for us. Great. So you can see this is our power app. So I will take you through the UI as well and what each of these options will mean, how you can debug the UI and get more familiar with the UI. But for now, I want to show you the prefix, the publisher prefix, which I just talked about. So for now, let's just hit save and we'll go back and come and debug the UI later. Play. Okay, saving, taking its sweet time for the first save. All right, so now it's saved. So we can hit back, leave. and that should give us our first application under the apps category to write. So you can see we have library management system, and you see this name CR468 underscore this one. So that's what it means. So the publisher, the default publisher which we selected, is CR468 underscore and this one. So if you have any custom publisher which you are creating, your prefix will be different based on your publisher. And make sure you always give a proper unique alphanumeric string for your application. So yeah, we talked about solution, and we debugged solution and the UI. So that was it for this second episode of this series. Hope you enjoyed it, and now you have a better understanding how to create solution and publishers. If you really like it, then give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.